Rooskies. They're working out.
I've started my encoder. Okay, so start streaming. Please start the preview player to accurately. Okay, fine.
There was some.
Christmas.
Oh, it
Can't
was
even...
Stardate that I don't know why. At one point, I think I was looking at it with the automatic captions,
Yeah.
and then Max started looking at it, and it was hilarious.
Oh no.
Except for some of the things, like I think Mark was the one that it got the most correct.
Oh really?
Except,
Like, so it was just getting things
It's
wrong?
here.
yeah, oh, definitely.
Oh
But
jeez.
because it does like, well, I mean, it's the Lindsay voice. It's probably not used to translating that.
Oh, that's true. What does it come out as?
I don't remember. It was months ago.
I gotta go look. That sounds really funny now.
But I remember that Mac was totally impressed that it, when Lindsay goes off to the date and he's like, no, wait, play that order. I have an idea.
I actually
And
came up with the
he
R.
very purpurposely puts an R at the end of
I
idea.
do. Yeah. I
But
know
it read it as idea. He's like, I don't know how he got that because that's not
That's
what I
funny.
said.
So how come he actually said it as idea? Because I know he did that on purpose. Whenever Mac has
Oh,
an inflection like that, I know he does it on purpose. Because that guy is like Mr. Godman when it comes to voice acting. I just, because it's like we'll tease Edwin about saying water, but like
water.
I don't think he can help it, you know. Um,
But we can still do something about it.
so we're gonna see if the stream
Water.
is working. It looks like it's working.
That should be. There's just nobody here.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be all empty
Well, I'm
time.
watching now. Hello. Hello.
I'm gonna. Oh, I'm being sent the file.
Is it from Mr. Studios?
Yeah.
I hope you didn't hear that. I muted myself.
Oh. I gotta look for a thing here. Episodes. Go to my
Wait, are you looking it up now?
What? No.
Okay.
I'm going through my pictures, looking for a picture of the lobby for Doctor Studio Man's.
There's 3 people now. Oh, one of them is probably me.
One of them's me, one of them's you, and the other is Andrew Sigma.
Woohoo! It's enough for a party.
That's true. Where is my newest version of the lobby? Here it is.
So there's spaceships. Why are you showing us spaceships, Casey?
I'm showing you spaceships. What?
Those aren't in this.
Is the stream working, by the way? It must be. It's not stuck. The scroll bar is going. I just haven't moved my expression in a while.
Andrew Sigma says it is. Or Sigma. I don't know. I'm sorry, Andrew. Ah, no.
Sorry, that was me.
Didn't mute that.
No, you're fine. It comes through on my end.
Okay.
When people message me as well, and everyone goes like, "Oh God, mute your Skype," and I'm like, "No."
And I'm invisible. No one should be messaging me except Casey messaged the whole group.
It messes the whole group. Like, well, what if they want to watch? Like they ever do.
Join.
Mac does actually. I wish Mac would join. I like talking to Mac.
Mac is a busy man.
I did say that earlier. He is.
Who was
too.
on a show about butts.
He's on a show. I teased him about that too. It's funny. Or was it like I always tell him like I never really told anyone that the voice of Captain McCracken works on a show about butts, and he's like, I want you to tell more people that, and I want to know what their reactions are. It's like, yeah, that's probably what my reaction would be too if I worked on a show like that. I'm just gonna tell everybody it's about butts.
Well, that's great because we'll just keep cracking. Ha!
Oh,
Jokes about butts. I'll go, oh
jeez.
man, I should tell the director this one. Although I am disappointed. Apparently, there's like a Julius Caesar butt And he is not called Gluteus Maximus, which makes me so sad.
Gluteus Maximus.
He's apparently called the Great White Butt or something, which I would think would be more like a whale butt, but oh well.
A whale butt. Yeah, that's true. Oh, do you read SMBC comics, Saturday morning breakfast cereal?
I do.
Mm. Did you read the one where the guy goes to like the virtual reality simulation and he's like RPing as Captain what's his face Captain Ahab, and he's just like, I need a white whale or whatever, and they're just like, right this way, sir. And he goes in, and they're just like, they leave him in there when like the whale's coming down, and they close the door, and he goes like, oh, and like he forgot his spear, so she takes it back into him, and he goes, sir, you forgot your spear, and then like she walks in on him like naked, like humping the white whale.
I did see that. And I've also
It's
seen
just
the is it Ogloff? How do you say it? It's a naughty comic.
it's a very naughty comic, but the thing I
Oh, okay,
like
but you
about
know it.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah. The thing I
did you see
like
that one with Moby Dick?
I'm sure I have. But that guy updates that website like every single day, and I can't keep up with it sometimes. I forget. I gotta go back and
It's
read
actually
them.
it's actually not a naughty one. It was recent, and he's like, "I'm looking for the whale that took my leg." And he comes across another ship, and like, "We're looking for the whale that took our legs." Like, what is he doing with all our legs? And it shows a picture of him with like all these legs in a dance hall with like dancing girls. And he's like, "Hey!"
They're so good. I mean, I used to watch their SMB theater when they still did it, and it wasn't great at first, but it got a lot better as time went on. It had a lot of the humor was kind of the same from between each thing or whatever, and like, oh, okay, well, I've kind of seen this, like I know what's gonna happen. But they had some really good ones. I like their one about the MMO that like takes over the planet because it's so addictive that no one can stop playing it and they all starve to death, and they have
No,
to
I
shut
think
it
I missed
down. They shut it down by getting addicted to crack, and it's more addicting to the game, so they're able to get their wits back. It's just like, okay.
So okay, so I can see this giant hallway of giantness. So it's gonna have piles of food and dripping goo.
Yeah, I haven't drawn any of that yet. I'm gonna get to that. It's all gonna be on a separate layer. I just want to make sure I drew the actual hallway first, and I think I could probably get away with this being the maintenance hallway. I think.
That is a giant maintenance hallway.
Just think of Nova coming in here and just being like, "Oh, it's so big."
I was gonna say, I feel like we've used a similar shot before, but actually I don't know if we have. And
This
by we, I
episode,
mean you guys.
actually, this episode is a similar shot. The very first one, when they're in the entrance tunnel where the ship's docked with the hotel or whatever, and they're all coming on board, it has a very similar shot where it's like down the tube. But this one's actually the reverse of that. It's actually facing the other direction. So it's kind of
So,
interesting that
so tiny.
it's it's like almost like it's like the reverse of the beginning. It's metaphorical. It's like it's meant to be that way. It's stylized to be that
Except
way.
it totally wasn't.
It's like, yeah, sure. That happens a lot with me and Mark, though. We do a lot of things by accident that just happen to work because they just work. I had a funny idea. I don't know if Matt could ever be up for it, but I had a funny idea. And I don't know what you think of this, but so like,
You
that
mean
dot
an
dot dot thing you did, right?
idea?
An idea. Um,
I know the what?
so yeah, you know the dot 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 thing, right? Everyone knows that.
Yes.
So like, I was like, you know what we should do? We should go through and find like YouTube comments on things that are just terrible, and just get like a big list of them, and just do that again, like over just like YouTube comments, just individual ones. Because I have a friend, Adam Vieira, was working on a game called Jump Tanks. He's still working on it, and they were showcasing it at E3, and like they had the video for it, and it went on to YouTube, and the comments on that video are just terrible. Like he was really upset about it actually, and was just like, "Oh God, this is really depressing." And I was like, "It can't be that bad." So I went and looked at him, and I'm just like, "Oh my God, these people are being vicious." Like even for YouTube comments, it's like, and they're not even like making intelligent insults. They're just saying things like, "Jump tanks. This looks like it was made for babies. They should call it baby jump tanks and just stupid shit like that, you know?
They were saying it was made for babies.
Yeah, just things like
Are
that
are, are
because
you sure that wasn't Mac actually?
no, I might be quoting Mac on that by accident, but no, I mean they're saying things like that. Like they're just saying things like that. You know, was this really made in 2014? Because it looks like 1914, and it's like, how is this serious? Like, how are these people saying this seriously? But they're just saying like the meanest things, and I was like, you know what? We should just compile like YouTube comments off of things we've made that are stupid, and then just like have Mac read it in that voice.
Have you got stupid comments about Wonders?
Not really about Wonders, no. Everyone likes Wonders. It's kind of disappointing. We never get like angry people being all pissed off about it.
Why don't we have trolls, damn it?
Yeah, we don't have any trolls, and like I'm the only person who will ever say that. You know, like, no, sorry, it's cold in this room now that the air conditioner's going. But like, I kind of like trolls. You know, I mean, like they give you direction. They remind you. They humble you. You know about like things about in life. You know, like for example, we would have never improved the voice. Like we'd have never gone to professional voice actors for Wonders if when we made Legends of the Black Book, no one said anything bad about it. But that was the biggest complaint. So we were just like, well, we should do something about that. And Edwin was
Oh,
like,
I didn't know.
well,
Did you
oh yeah,
get?
me and Joseph did pretty much all the voices, and like they weren't bad. I mean, like Mac himself has said that he doesn't think that I'd be a terrible voice actor, but the quality of the microphones and stuff wasn't very good. And so like people were just like, "Oh God, the voice acting," you know, and I'm being sent
Oh,
to file. And wait, what? Where did that file? What? Who's sending me a file? I don't see it. Oh no, someone took a file. I was sending them. Okay. Um, but yeah. So
how long
anyways,
ago did you send it to forget you were sending it?
a long time. But anyways, yeah. So like, you know, Edwin introduced us to the Toon Platoon, and then like we did the casting from there, and
And then
everyone knows this.
history was made.
And then everyone knows the story about like when we were looking for voices, and then like you know Mac had the captain in there, and I was like Joseph, I think it's the dot 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 guy, you know, and like it just you know it's like oh my god, and then you know we kind of figured out that oh this is actually a group of people that do things, so
Mm.
and which I like because I like interfacing with the fans and the public and things, so.
You like networking and stuff like that.
Which is sad and kind of strange because I don't think I'm a very good networker.
Really?
I think I'm better at it than a lot of other people that I work with, but and that's no shot at Joseph or Mark, but they just don't do a lot of networking these days.
Well, it's hard to network and not feel like,
Like you're just spamming, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, like people even joke about it when you say things like you go to like you know I'll be playing a video game and just say like oh yeah I work on this and everyone's like gee look at him plug everything. It's like you know there's no other way to get it out there though. You know I mean like I'm not gonna sit there and just tell you over and over and over go watch this, but like you know I will you know I mean like you have to tell somebody somewhere, you know you have to be that annoying guy, and that's just how it works. I mean like I learned that from World of Warcraft. As stupid as that is, you know you ain't gonna recruit any new members for your guild if you're just gonna be afraid to say anything and be afraid that you're gonna offend people, so you can't be Mr. Nervous Pants Man.
Are you saying your pants are nervous? Are they corduroy? I think that's the most nervous type of pants.
You do that accent so better than I do. It makes me jealous.
Huh. I don't even know what to call it.
And neither do I. I always call it like the stereotypical Brooklyn gangsta accent or
And I'm
whatever.
just like, I don't know if it's like Brooklyn, Boston, Jewish.
I don't
New
even. Yeah, I don't really know.
York. It's a thing. Yep.
But everyone loves that voice when you do it. You know,
It's really fun.
it's like for some reason people just go like ha 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 like every time we do that voice. Like I'll do it at work. It's like yeah, that's gonna be like $3 there, you know, and they're just like oh that's so good, and I'm like oh, oh Edwin once said like hold on
Oh,
this
Mr.
this is
Edwin,
gonna
are you
become.
here?
He's not yet. I gotta find him. I've got a lot of people. I don't
He's
want to
in
accidentally.
Australia. It's gonna take a while.
I don't exactly want to accidentally add like John Morbus or Mark Schneider. Or I could bring Edwin in, but where is he? If only he would say something, and then it would put an orange dot next to his name.
He said something in the McDonald's.
Call Skype. There we go.
Is Mr. Edwin?
Is Mr. Edwin? Is Mr. Hey.
Yes, am I here? Hello?
Yes. Yeah, hello. Welcome to the in the background mobile.
Hey, Sassy Pants, what's shaking?
Hello. I'm confused because apparently the audio sync with the stream and the
It's
Skype
horrible.
isn't at the same time,
Yeah,
and I
mute
don't know
the-
what. It's all confusing.
Mute the
Mute-
stream. Mute the stream.
Mute the MewTube.
The
Mute
MewTube. The
That's
MewTube. Oh my
That's
goodness.
You
what we're
crossed
calling
the
it.
streams, Edwin.
Don't cross the streams.
Are we all right? Are we a dimension?
Oh,
That's
man.
a
Someone
joke.
asks you if you're a god. You say yes.
You say yes. Oh, jeez. Oh, good. Mark's watching now, so we can't say mean things about him behind his back anymore.
Oh no!
He's watching now?
Mm-hmm.
Mark, you are in New York and you never say anything to either I or Chrissy OC.
He
What the
found
heck?
his way in through the Twitter
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you?
How dare you, sir?
Go all the way to the New Yorks and you didn't have the deep. Why am I doing Russian accent? Because I don't know how to do New York accent, so I do Russian instead. Because it's
Russian
easier that
instead.
way.
I was doing the best Russian when I was playing Hat in Time, and like they didn't have the voice acting in for the Mafia yet, so I was just doing a Russian accent. And it was just like, little girl, jump on head. It's just like. I love doing the bad Russian accent, like the cartoon character Russian accent.
Yeah,
I don't know what
fun.
it is. It's such a fun
It is.
accent to do. We were talking about doing the fake Brooklyn one, where it's just like, yo, I'm walking here or whatever. It's just like- it's
you
funny
need to
because
get out
like
of my Knights of the Old Republic, Edwin. You
I
do.
Oh,
Edwin, you're in Knights of the
I'm
Old
sorry
Republic.
for being in everything that everybody plays and not getting paid for any of it.
Well,
I'm
what-
so poor.
You're in Knights of the Old Republic. What?
I'm totally in the Knights of the Old Republic, Casey. Didn't you hear? I was HK-47. That's why I played HK-47 VG Cats, because I played him in Knights of the Old Republic. That's a lie. That was all a lie. Part of that was a lie. Some of it was the truth, but it was
Is it,
mostly
is
a
it
lie.
is it like the Skyrim mod where you just randomly show up as NPCs?
Actually, no. I did play like HK-47 in a Kota Knights of the Old Republic 2 mod, so that has
Oh.
happened. So, but in the actual Knights of the Old Republic games, both games, I was in neither of them. But in the mod, I was totally in them.
I'm
Just like I'm
always
in
shocked.
Skyrim. Only
I'm
I'm
always
in
shocked
Skyrim.
at the things you voice actors are in, and it's funny because half the time I won't hear about it. So I'll play a game and then find your names in the credits, and I'm like, ah, like what was that happened to me in Dreadout actually. We were like, let's look at the credits first because I'm sure one of our voice actors are in this somewhere, and sure enough, like Apatheria is like a ghost voice, So like, oh, I tried to play that game actually on YouTube, and like
Okay.
I recorded it really badly.
Oh.
I almost want to go back and do it again, but I don't know if I can get anyone to play it with me now because I've tried everybody. I had Apatheria play it, and
What was wrong? I mean, it's
I had
Unity
the-
engine, so it's not exactly.
It
like,
was my
hard and
fault.
hard.
It was my
Oh,
fault. I was
okay.
recording with a new program, and the frame rate came through really badly, and I should have just used
Ew.
Fraps or something. Yeah, and it's like, oh, I don't know if I
Yeah.
like this. But it's fine
Yeah, it's like,
because
I'll
like the commentary
chop it.
wasn't very good that we were doing, and the one I did with Apatheria had a lot of funny stuff happen near the end because that game is very buggy. It's like really, really badly buggy.
Oh no.
There was
that's
a
not
couple
something-
points.
Yeah.
There was a couple. No, I mean like it's almost hilariously bad. I mean because we were saying like it's so bad because like that game has got one of the most creepiest atmospheres you've ever seen. Like I don't know why, but it's really really frightening to wander around in that game.
Is it because of all the slanty-eyed brown people? Is that what you're trying to say, Casey?
No,
You're
no,
scared of slanty-eyed brown people.
it's legitimately scary and eerie.
Ferners
But, like,
are scary.
Every time something jumps out at you, it like bugs out and causes problems. So like you
Mhm.
immediately lose all of your immersion. So like there's like a part with
Oh.
this big giant pig, and we're like, oh, and then like it chases us, and I ran into a bathroom, and it tried to follow me into the bathroom and got stuck in the door. And I was like, oh no. And
That could happen.
there's a lot of places where like there was one puzzle in particular where we had to like go to a room because we got like stuck. Me and Appa got like legit stuck for like over an hour and didn't know what to do.
Oh dear lord.
Yeah, and we were like, this is ridiculous. So we went online to like Google and we're looking at like Let's Plays to figure out what was wrong. And yeah, I know, right? And it turns out we had to go to like a specific room, take a picture of a thing at a specific angle, and it would like, cause a little cutscene to play. And then and only
What?
then would a set of keys appear on a table in a whole different room that has nothing to do with it. So we could go back there and get the keys to unlock a door and fight a boss, and then had to go back, and then like the pig's asleep. It's just like it's so.
This sounds like bad Silent Hill, like
It-
the really obtuse Silent Hill puzzles, without any clues whatsoever. It's like, okay, whatever.
That's kind of
sure.
what it's like actually, and it's not good, unfortunately, for that reason.
Oh.
Which
Hey,
makes me
Casey?
sad. I want to beat it. What?
I don't have the stream running anymore because it was making wicked lag for me. Are we keeping you from drawing?
No, you're good.
Apparently not.
Okay.
He's still coloring everything in while we're talking, so it's like he's got the double concentration thing. We
I
can
have
talk
gotten-
about.
I've gotten really good at working and talking. Actually, I have to say. Whoa.
Yeah.
So every once in a while I'll stop if I have like a big point to make, but like no, yeah.
Dreadout is not as great a game as we might have hoped. I backed that game on Indiegogo, so I'm a bit sad.
It's unfortunate because like
Shocked.
it should be a good game. Like, you know what? My heart goes out to the people behind it.
It's like their very first game. I'm guessing they don't have like a lot of experience in like I don't know, they're from Indonesia, so the industry there isn't that big, I'm assuming.
Well, and honestly, like I mean, like, I had a good time with it. Like I said, it's one of the creepiest atmospheres in a game I've ever been in. Honestly, it's just it needs work, and like they can totally fix it. Like if these guys kept making games, I would be behind them because like they definitely know what they're doing, for sure. Yeah, it's just that like it's like I said, it felt kind of rushed in a few places. And that's really all. That's my biggest complaint about it. So if they're watching this stream, that's what I would tell them. It's just like like
hey, they could be like the next CD Projekt. If you don't know who that is, they're the guys that brought out the Witcher games, and basically the Witcher, the first Witcher, when it came out, it was in a really broken state, and it was kind of like really terrible. The translation was really poor, like they would say huge in the original Polish version. They would say these huge like purple prose lines. In the English version, it'll be just like truncated, super truncated to the point where it was just just not good. Just just
oh no,
characters were too curt with one another. It's like, I love you. Okay, let's go. Sure. Stuff like that. Just ruining the atmosphere. So the developers went back and re-recorded dialogue, redid animation, redid the combat system, which I think is insane. Redid a whole bunch of things, and then they released that as a patch for free. That's this whole redoing.
So they
almost
redid the game. It's a Mac.
Oh, I was gonna tell them to surprise everybody. But now you've ruined
And
it.
then I was here.
And then Mac was here. Oh my God! It's a veritable Wonders of the Universe party because
Of
it's
some sort.
yeah,
Of some sort.
yeah.
What a wonder of the universe that we are all here.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Mac, did you hear my commentary earlier
Oh.
about the thing?
What TV shows are for babies?
No, I was talking about I was like, we should go find really obscene YouTube comments for things we've made or been parts of, and just make a big string of them and do a second ... Because there's a game that Adam was working on called Jump Tanks, and like some of the comments on that are awful, where people are just like, man, the people who made this game must be like 5 years old, and I was like,
To
man,
be
these
fair,
people,
can the tanks jump?
they can,
that-
yeah.
All right then.
Yeah, they have rockets
not
on the
realistic.
bottom.
Oh my
No,
God!
the complaint was all about the graphic. You know what? I'm going to take a moment actually to go look for the link to the video that he sent me, because it's like, hold on, 7 days ago. Here it is.
It's kind of weird to watch.
Because
a
he
stream
fart really.
time.
He fart. Wow. He felt really bad about
Yeah, let's
about
talk about butt shows.
he he felt really bad about the things people were saying about this. By the way, I don't know about the color scheme in this room. I don't know if I like it. I'm gonna have to work on this.
The purple and
It's very
that
engine
blue.
roomy. It's very much like the engine room from Wonders, but I don't know if I
Okay.
like it.
What is this room meant to be? Because it's
It's
not.
it's
Those aren't really relaxing colors. You know, I feel quite tense looking at this room.
oh,
So
you're
it's
supposed to
like,
be. I mean, it's like Nova just comes into the scary hallway where everything is amiss.
oh, okay, yeah, no, that makes
I feel like it's
sense.
too bright is the problem. But
Uh, aren't
I
you?
will
Well, I would be assuming you'd be using the lighting system. What? What? Use the what lighting system? No, that makes no sense.
use the lighting
Uh,
system. Use the lighting
yeah.
system. What
You
are some
just turn off the
comments
lights,
on
Casey.
this?
Isn't that what happens?
Well, yeah, wouldn't things mostly be in the dark? I see what you're saying, Edwin. I
There's like
see
a
where
guy
you're
that is
going
just in
with
all
that.
chats, in all caps. He's just like, "Oh boy, I can't wait." And then like,
Oh.
what are some other ones? 2014 looks so shitty. 1990. It is not a game. What?
What?
I
And then this guy's just like, "What the fuck is this?" All like
All
with
you do is
periods.
press one button.
It's
One
2014.
button.
Ew, ew. My brain kind of switched off a minute into this. It could be good, but nothing here is great. Oh, that's not all that incredible. WTH man, PC Master Race XD.
Is this for like a flash game, or is this for like an
No,
Yeah,
it's a
what's
RPG
this
legitimate
all?
game, and it looks legitimate. Like I've watched gameplay footage of it. It looks fine. I don't know what these people are so
Wow.
upset about. It's called Jump Tanks.
Does it
Where
have
is
like?
it?
I mean, is it like PS1 era graphics kind of situation, or
No, I
I
don't
don't
think
even know
so.
what it looks like.
Is this 2001? Looks more like 1990. Let's see.
2001?
Yeah, like what? Is this
Well,
a
there
free
was, I
Flash
guess there was a
game?
big difference between 2001 and 1999
Oh no,
because
here's a
2000.
good one. He goes like, these graphics look more like 1914 than 2014.
Oh my lord.
Like
Well,
what?
that would be rather difficult because computers weren't invented yet. Because okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah, like what?
Well done, Edwin. Well done.
I know it was. No, I was trying to make it subtle, but it wasn't subtle. It was just dumb.
No, yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, I mean, like, do you want to be taken seriously? Because you don't sound like it. This set reminds me of The Simpsons. I don't know why.
Huh?
The color scheme just reminds me of The Simpsons. I don't know why. I think it's too bright. It's too saturated, maybe. I think it needs to be darker with higher contrast on the lights. I'm gonna
You
try
need to
that.
get rid of the couch.
What? Oh,
Yes,
like
yes,
in the
like the couch
there's the
from The
man
Simpsons.
sitting in the corner and on a couch. I think you need to get rid of that. That'll make it better. I'm talking about the camera, by the way.
Your mom talked about the camera, by the way.
Bad troll.
How
Bad troll.
is the Mac been?
How was the Mac been?
Yeah, sure.
The Mac
Mac
computer.
Ben?
I don't know.
Uh,
Like what? What do you want me to say?
I have been around. I have been lots of ancient Greece, lots of ancient Greek people
What?
talking in British accents.
Oh, that's right.
That's,
You said
that's what I've been
something, yeah.
dealing with.
Yeah.
You said something about that the other day, didn't you? I don't remember.
Yes, it was on display at the E3. This game I'm working on called Apotheon.
I finally saw
Oh.
Karen's picture like 20 hours after she posted it.
Oh, wow. But
Well, I didn't check the Facebooks. That's...
okay, makes sense. But yes, Karen was the first person to announce that. I usually tend to freak out when people say that they're in a game that I'm still working on simply because of the disaster that almost happened with Dust.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all of the voiceover almost getting cut at the last minute, so but the developer said it was okay if she talked about it, so I'm like, if you say so. If you
Wait,
say
so
so.
what's that story? It's I think I heard about that, but I don't know the details. Like someone mentioned it and they almost deleted all the voice acting for some reason.
Yeah,
The story.
long story short, I was working on the casting and directing and recording the actors for Dust for wow, I'm gonna say maybe a
It was a
year and a
long
half.
time.
So,
I
yeah,
remember hearing
something
about it a
like
lot.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about a year and a half, and the script was finally done, and I started recording all the actors, and I had a deadline that I just barely got everything in time, and Dean the developer was like, great, I'm gonna and by the way, if the voiceover wasn't able to get into the game in time, if all of it wasn't done, none of it would be in the final release because Microsoft is like, you have to finish the game by this point, voiceover or not.
Oh my
So
god.
I had it all done and sent it to him, and he started to cut up the files and load it all into the game, and it crashed the game.
Oh no.
It was just too much. It was just too much data. It was too much everything, and it just overloaded the system. And he's like, "Oh my god, what am I going to tell Mac?" And and then he cried and went to bed.
He's like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna sleep. I'm just gonna go to sleep. That's all I can.
And he told Bosco, but he didn't tell me.
What?
You're very well, Mac. To be fair, you're a very scary man, Mac. You just
I have never found-
You do
I
not
don't get it.
disappoint the Mac.
Oh,
You know what? I don't
yeah.
understand this because I've
It
never
is-
been
it
scared
is-
of Mac. Everyone else is always like, "Oh my god, what?" I mean, I'm
haven't
not
seen
saying you're not scary. I'm just saying that like
Maybe you haven't seen me hate things enough. That might be part of it.
everyone always
Ca-
says it, but you know what? I'm not really
Casey,
scared.
you just make every situation more jolly. That's just the fact. You know that.
I'm Casey, and this is the Casey mobile. You're
There's also
I'm so
that
happy.
picture that might help.
No, I was just, it's like I don't like even at work. I don't get scared easy. Like even at work, like I'm not really. My boss will be like, "You can't stand over there," and I'm like, "Oh, well, you know," and just like walk and then like, and then I'll just go back to doing whatever I was doing.
Is it because you're just numb to like the number of like drunk homeless people who just come to your store
I
on a
just
regular
don't-
basis?
I don't-
They've just been training you up on how just not to be afraid of people. It's like I'm gonna kill you. It's like, oh, sir.
You're a silly, interesting character.
What a,
I'm gonna write you into
You know what?
the
Actually, I
show.
think it is, and I think I've talked about this before. I think it's because I for a while in my life, I was like a homeless man. I mean, not like the
Yeah.
crazy, like bearded, like I mean, I just was on hard times or whatever. But ended up living in Detroit, which is like the murder capital of the United States, and like so you like go to bed listening to gunfire and stuff, and it's like, well, this is no good. That wasn't on purpose, by the way. That wasn't on purpose, and like and it's just coming out of that. It's just like I always think to myself like, well, they're not gonna stab me. Like, what's he gonna do? He's gonna insult me a little bit. Whatever. It's like,
I think that. So I guess the moral that you're trying to say here is that everybody should experience being homeless in Detroit. If
I'm not
only for a
saying
little
that.
while.
I'm just saying like
in Detroit.
whenever
Oh my god, that's
whenever,
a real place. I thought it was just in RoboCop.
No.
Oh god, no.
No, whenever like people are like really upset about things in their life, I'm just like it could be worse, and it really could be.
Absolutely,
And
I
it's
agree.
like, and it's like I remember for a while my mentality was just like what the only way like out of this is like I've got two choices. I can either move forward or I can die or something like that. I don't remember
Exactly.
anymore, but yeah, it's like you can't just sit around wallowing. I mean, like it's funny because all the recent things I've been going through, just being depressed and stuff. But I mean, like it's like there really is. You got two choices. You can just move ahead or stay where you're at. And no one ever goes like, well, I just want to stay where I'm at and be a pissant for the rest of my life. I mean, like
Exactly.
So it's like you learn to be upbeat. You learn to say like, what, this isn't gonna kill me. Like I said, like my manager's gonna get mad. What's the worst? They can't even fire me because like they have to go and write me up 6 times in a row before they can do that. So like the worst that's gonna happen is he's gonna pull me into the office, talk to me, and be like, look, it's a grocery store, whatever. Like what Mark says, this is quite a departure from Bo's concept art, and I have to disagree. I was looking at this earlier.
Wait, is Mark making comments?
He's on the Skypes.
Wait. Really? I don't
Okay,
see
so
any new comments.
he's on
I'm a bit
Skype. He's on
upstage,
Skype.
not in New York City. That was the last message I got from him.
He's on Skype.
Yeah.
He's on Skype messaging me about
Oh.
this.
Oh.
Okay,
I
so
see. He's too good to talk to the rest of us.
well, he's in New York. He doesn't have Skype. Doesn't exist in New York ever
Oh,
for
I thought you were
anyone.
gonna say. I thought you were gonna say people in New York don't care about anything, which is
Oh,
it can be true.
he says it's really
Sorry,
big.
Miranda.
Well, okay, so like
Eh.
my here's my
I don't
logic
care.
behind it. One, I haven't filled it all in yet, but like here is.
Exactly.
There we go.
And I've yet to do a lot of the lighting and stuff in this room still, a lot of the details and all that. But let me grab the concept art that Chris put it, because it is actually like a pretty big room. I made it bigger. I'm sure Joseph was complaining about how big it was too as well. But let me find before my bladder explodes, because I gotta use.
You
the
realize
restroom.
we're probably not going to be able to see it in
No, I
your
can drag it
stream.
over. Here you go. Look at this.
Not be able to see his bladder explode.
That
Either
too,
one.
because
No,
that-
you can.
that's-
You can see it. I can
yeah.
move that.
Yeah.
It's just recording the
Ew.
desktop. So like, I just gotta find I gotta find
Okay.
the thing. So let's see. Where is? That's the Stardate storyboards. Where's?
Oh, that's Mark.
Oh, real quick, the end of the Dust story, which I didn't finish. So, long story short, he cried and went to bed, and while he was sleeping, he somehow reprogrammed the game in his brain, and he woke up and he's like, "I know what to do," and he ran to his computer and fixed it.
Oh, that's amazing.
He's
That
the
is a
best
scary,
mad
amazing story.
scientist programmer ever.
Yes, he is.
This is the This is Bo's concept. I don't know if you can see it on the stream yet. Actually, let me go look.
We've just watched you pick, like, you're in the menu, and...
Okay, so you can't see it just yet. But no, yeah.
No.
So the concept, and then like I did it this way, and I will talk about this again, for a reason actually. And I was gonna do more to this. I'm gonna add more details to make it look more grungy. But okay, so like so I'm getting messages again, but I don't know from who. Oh, it's in the Skype call. Mark's actually talking to us in the Skype call. I actually could
Okay,
try to
I'll
call him.
Woo! Well, I'm worried about the close-up shots not having a ceiling.
Oh. Well, there's gonna be different rooms. I figured this is where it came. Oh, so let me get a hold of. Let me see if I can call Mark. Let me use the restroom actually. I'll be right back. Oh, he's on his phone. Well, that's not gonna work.
No, he's on
Okay.
his phone. LOL.
Well, I'll be right back and I'll
LOL.
explain anyways. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Ruffle. He has peed so many times this evening. You should really see someone about that.
Welcome
that's
to
what happens.
In the Restroom with Casey.
Oh, oh. Now you'll hear me pee for the next half an hour because I have a really big bladder and it's kind of a
The
problem
case-
actually.
It's the Casey Mobile.
We are so immature. We are.
Oh,
so
well,
immature.
we need to type that so we can come back and see it. Of course.
Hey, that could be an offshoot of your butt show.
Oh no.
Yes.
Well,
We have a show about peeing. You know, we have your grossology
yeah.
show and the butt show, and then we have the pee show.
that's
about peeing.
That's gonna be the adult version. Yeah, it's the day
Oh.
my penis went.
Oh, golden showers
Oh.
everywhere.
No.
Ah.
Golden showers for everybody.
Oh,
Yay.
no.
No.
Don't eat the yellow snow or anything that's yellow. Everything is yellow now.
I'm in our urine.
Okay, I am back.
Urine?
Oh, Miranda, I heard that one. That was
Oh.
awful.
What?
should
Oh
feel
no!
bad.
What
It
happened?
never happened. Shh.
You missed this, by the way.
What happened? What is going on? Welcome. Did you guys say that out loud or?
Yes, we did.
So if you had any people following the stream,
Oh, there's six
stream.
people. Oh, God.
The Casey Mobile.
Everything is just bad puns. Everything is bad
Oh,
puns.
Mac. I don't know. You'll see this in the stream in a little while, I guess. But like, look at this. I got this at work. Some people bought it for me or whatever. I got this koozie to be able to drink in, so it keeps it cold. And on the front of it, it says It says famous on
Oh,
the
I saw
internet.
that. Yes,
Yeah.
I like it.
I love that
I
because
like
I'm
it.
totally not famous in either
I
either the internet or real life.
we need to get one of those for Chris Niosi.
We do, yeah. Do you think that you would find it
Yes.
funny though? I don't know him very well. Well, I say
What?
that, but
I
I
think
didn't
he
see it.
actually might.
because
I
I
didn't see
find that
it.
funny
What is
because
it?
He's
like
been bragging about he's almost up to what 500,000,
you know it's
50,000.
sad. I rarely hear Chris
Five?
Niosi be funny in person. Like he'll make what are you talking about? No. Okay, no, you know what I
Wow.
mean? Like, 'cause, no, I mean, like, I don't mean he's not funny. I mean, I rarely hear him make like actual jokes. He'll make funny little puns and stuff,
He
but
can he can. He just tends to be loud more so.
mm.
It's easier to just use him as the butt of jokes.
Well, but I mean, like, with me
Shut
and
up,
you
Mac!
guys,
You just shut up right now.
with
Oh, you're so
Ah.
all right, so
Wow.
I did say that I would show. Why do I keep moving my OBS window over here? I should stop that. So I did tell Mark that I would kind of cover what I was thinking with this room, and I'm gonna do that now and get his response on that. So I didn't intend for this to be where all of the hallway shots take place. I know there's like a lot of rooms and stuff, but I figured she's gonna move away. This is where she talks to like the STFU and stuff. But I kind of figured what would happen is the shot starts on the elevator, and I'll have to make this more detailed to make this work. But like like it starts at the top of the room, and then like the elevator comes down the tube here, and then like it kind of follows it down to the base, and as it's following it down, it like zooms out, and as it's zooming out, there's like crap everywhere and there's stuff, and it's like really eerie, and there's like stuff skittering by in the foreground and whatever. And then she comes out of the room and it's like really big and empty and open, and there's like lots of like echoes and noises and stuff, and that's kind of what I was envisioning, and I get the
Okay.
impression that
We're gonna have
that
to
not
sound
everyone
design the
was.
hell out of that. Honestly, to make
I
it work, we really need to sound design the hell out of it.
I think that's a great
I would
idea,
help out.
but like
I would help out with that if you guys want help with the sound design type thing.
oh, that's
'Cause
right, yeah.
you need yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, that's kind of how I was seeing it, and like even in because like even in the storyboards, there's not really like a closed ceiling. Now, what I figured what was going to happen is what we could do is make like a hallway off the side. I figured that they were going to go down into like one of these hallways or something, and that's where like the rest of the scene would take place. Like they would like this is just like the main corridor, and they branch off or something like that. That's kind of what I was thinking in my mind. So shot panning looks good. Yeah. I just want to see what Mark, because Mark's animating this, so like I don't know what he had in his mind, and he's in New York, and when you're in New York, your mind just goes. No, I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm thinking here.
Hey, I'm thinking here.
Shouldn't you be having the what is it? Is it? Oh God, I'm gonna show my ignorance now. Is it the deep dish pizza that's New York, or is
No,
that Chicago?
sweetie, that's
I'm
Chicago.
sorry.
That's-
Okay.
Yeah,
aren't they,
Mark, you're
aren't they
right.
both the same place
If you want a
anyway?
freaking
Okay.
cool
Mark
that
is actually correct.
pizza,
I forgot the elevator. The elevator is square. I drew the concept art of this before I drew the elevator. So yeah, I'll have to change the elevator because it is square in the previous shot,
They're
as you
trying
can
to
see
put a
here.
square elevator in a round hole. You're
Look at
just-
this. This is you can't see it, but you'll see it eventually. But that's the elevator, so you'll get to it.
Is that light patch? Is that light patch meant to be like the light from the elevator, just extending all the way down that corridor? Because I just
Oh,
I like
that'd
the
be
idea
cool.
of that actually.
That'd be
like,
cool, but
and then-
no, it's not. It's
Okay.
it was just like a thing on the floor. It was like a walkway.
Because
So-
I like to imagine like Nova's shadow just extending that far, and that's just like this huge shadow, and the other then
That's
you know,
a really
un-
cool idea,
else.
actually. We'll have to see what Mark says. I'm gonna change some of the colors in this too, because I don't want it to feel so bright, because it feels like, very bright. I'm gonna delete these lights actually. Get out of here, lights.
Ooh, that's a grimy looking. Is that an elevator or?
Yeah,
No,
it was the
no,
elevator.
you're skipping around, so I don't know. So
Yeah,
I
that was
probably-
I only showed the elevator, so that had to be it. Yeah, we wanted to look kind of grimy. I'm gonna see what Mark says about the whole thing, and then we'll adjust the shots. Because like I said, he's the one working on it, so I can't, so.
Of course it's grimy, it's the humans.
Oh, humans. Hunams.
So funny story from where I work, right? So and I thought this could be so translated into a Wonders situation. We have this kid at work, who's not the brightest kid on the block, unfortunately, and he we had like this last year, you know, like typically they do like a Halloween dress up thing where it's like, oh, it's Halloween, have a costume, whatever, and like he dressed up as like a clown, right? Like, so he's this ridiculous looking clown with like all this makeup and, you know, like a ball on his nose. He's really silly, and but he did it on the wrong day. So like he comes in,
Oh.
so he's just dressed up like
Oh, no.
no one else is dressed up. He's just dressed up as this like ridiculous clown with all these colors and everything else, and he's the only one. And they didn't send him home or anything. They made him work all day like that.
Oh.
It's just like, what if in Wonders there's like, you know, Quentin's just like, I'm gonna dress up for Halloween and dresses up as something ridiculous and is the only one. So like, and they're like, no, Quentin, human holidays were banned, you know, like he's like, oh, and he just has to spend the whole day like there's like this space adventure happens and he's just dressed up as like something stupid.
Oh, that's no good.
He was dressing up for Halloween when in fact he should be dressing up for Space Halloween, which takes place 1 day later. Oh.
1 metric day later.
1 metric day later. Whatever that means.
Metric day. It's a day that's only 20
Metric
hours
everything
long.
else.
Yes.
It would have to be a round number, wouldn't it? 0 or 5.
We could have 1 day, Tuesday, 3's day.
3's day. No, we've already done the whole like. Oh wait, what has Rodney said? He said, "I hate Mondays. I hate
They've gone out of
Tuesdays."
Tuesdays
order
was
now.
Tuesdays
I've
was yeah.
noticed.
Tuesday
Oh.
was
I was
2000 was
Oh.
Tuesday was what? What was it? It was the 2001 Space Odyssey. It was Cyberspace Odyssey, and then
Kitties.
Wednesday was Stardate.
Right.
So you should
we
be
done
saying
Thursday?
in episode 5. Is it out of order? Are you sure?
There was, well, the way you posted them on the YouTube.
Oh,
Oh,
it ended up
see.
being back. We moved Stardate before episode 4. That's right.
Ah. Okay. Phew.
Because
Casey,
we wanted
are
to...
those your cookies, the fudgy cookies?
No, someone else is eating.
Who is eating?
I think it's Mac.
Who is eating? Who is eating on this stream?
I have no idea.
No ideas.
Do you laugh?
No.
So
I said earlier we were joking around doing voice acting, and I did state Mac always says he thinks I'm the best voice actor of all time. I didn't actually say that, but
No, you didn't.
I did say that. You're always telling me I should try to voice act. I don't remember why anymore. Maybe the alcohol's starting to take an effect. This 3-2 beer.
I don't think
Maybe. Are you sure it wasn't Mac thinks Mac's the best voice actor of all time?
No, I don't think so. I didn't say that.
Oh, Mark just said, well, he said quite a while ago. And yeah, light from the elevator equals yes, so you should totally do
So
it.
what I'll do is
That-
I'll keep that.
That would be
Yeah,
like
it'll,
totes dramatic.
Yeah, like
And
so
Metric
late.
Well, here's a
Day-
question, Mark. Do you want me to keep? Do you want me to
he's
keep the
listening to the YouTube. He's like way
Yes.
behind.
He is, yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Mark? Do you want me to keep? Do you want me to keep the tall room?
He'll
That's
respond
the
in about
question.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Apparently.
YouTube is so bad with its streaming. Oh my god.
That is my favorite part of Robot. Every time. I'm sorry, continue.
I'm just drawing things. These establishing shots. I drew the locker room so much quicker than this because I didn't need to bother with anything. I was like, fucking lockers. There, we're done. You know, it's just like I did take the time to go through. What's up?
Andrew too.
I didn't draw him. I commented on. I went through Joseph's character folder and commented on everything.
And spoilered everyone.
Spoilered like everything in there. Just like, oh, sorry, that's the bad guy from episode 5. Moving on. But like, tall room is fine. Okay, yeah. I was hoping Joseph was complaining endlessly about it. He was just like, this room is so tall. Look, the pipes only go up halfway and then they give up. So I want to make this room darker and more eerie. So I'm going to work on that. I like, you know what? Now that it's all in there, I actually like the color scheme. So I'm going to keep the color scheme, but I'm going to maybe desaturate things a little bit, make it more spooky. This is how it would look like if it were clean. You know, you go down here and it'd be like this bright, fancy, smanchy purple land. So
Well, I mean, wasn't that kind of what Edwin was saying? Like, the lights aren't going to be really bright at all. They're going to be dimmer and make everything
yeah,
darker, and that will help with the really long shadow from the elevator if everything is dim and darker.
Yeah. I
Well,
assumed
that's
that
the
was
thing
what
as
you're going to
well.
do. You're going to make it clean first and then
break
dirty it up? Wasn't that the idea?
That is that what I was doing. That's what I always do when I have to make things dirty.
Oh, poor Root 2.
You should hear. I wrote up an outline for episode 7, and I'm not afraid. Whatever talking about. We were talking a little bit. Some of the lines in episode.
To use it.
Spoilers.
Some of the. If you don't want to hear spoil, it's gonna be like 3 years before it's done, right? Whatever.
Oh,
No, we'll be fast about it. Don't worry. But no, episode 7 has some fantastic lines. I have one for Root 2 at the beginning where because Quentin and Nova are like spending some time together, and Root 2 is jealous. And like
what?
He shows up and what?
What?
Anyway, so like Root 2's jealous, and like one of the lines I wrote down for him was like, he shows up and he's just like, it's like, friend Quentin, you forgot our anniversary, and he's like, what anniversary? And he's like, it's been, what was it? It's like it's been 1 year, 4 months, and a day. He's like, what kind of an anniversary is that? And it's like, it's my version number, and like and he's like, I was gonna make you buy me a software upgrade as an anniversary gift, but now I can't even do that, and like,
oh,
yeah, it's just like really, I love writing for Root 2. Root 2 and the STFU, I just love writing lines for. They just come so naturally, like they just, The villain in this episode I had a really easy time with as well, just the over the topness of him. Oh. The Toon Splatoon? He could have said the Toon Spittoon, and that would have been more offensive.
I'm not sure he was going for maximum offense.
Well, a good defense is better offense. Or whatever that saying is.
I don't know. We think the World Cup is a big goblet you make out of a globe, so meh.
Did you guys do a platoon? Sorry.
Whoa! What was that?
What do you think that was?
That made me grow hair on my chest.
Well,
that was the manliest thing ever.
I'm sorry. It came out of nowhere. Anyways, what was I saying? That's right. Did you guys do a platoon this last week? Because I didn't know if there was one.
No.
Oh.
No. Nope. Yep.
Oh, I guess not then.
This is the platoon now. Only it's not
basically,
really it's in the background.
It's in the background.
Yes.
Well, the instant replay of that just happened on the
How was the visual?
What's the timestamp on that? Maybe I should highlight it.
It's at like
it's like 51 minutes or something.
I'm gonna say 51:50 or so.
Maybe I should highlight that. Go back.
It for highlights later.
It's like 51:40 something. Oh my goodness. Shock Top, everybody! 3-2 beer!
I didn't even know they made a 3-2 Shock Top. I didn't even know that was a thing.
You didn't even know that there was such a thing as 3-2 beer? I want to bring in more people to this call. Like, where's Zappa? I keep seeing him signing in and out.
That's gonna make my internet go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't.
That's okay. No, it's okay. If I have to go, I have to go. It's almost 2 a.m.
That's a good
but
point,
not
actually.
yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm still gonna message him and just be like, misspell his name horribly and be like, apple 3 or 0 years.
He's gonna say, oh, wait, more beer. I have the robot chicken in the head. Walk.
I'm telling him he can't not join now. I said I just did the manliest burp ever on camera ever. It's just gonna be like, oh,
I must join. Let me in.
I can belch like you guys.
I love how no one commented about that either. The stream's just totally quiet.
I think they're just still in awe.
It's just,
They're so intense.
there's just dead silence in the comments. They're just like, "Oh my god."
Wait, are the comments still going? Because I'm not seeing
No, they're
anybody
they've
saying
been
it.
quiet.
Yeah.
We still there's like 5 people watching, but it might just be us.
I think it's just us.
I'm
There's
still
3
watching.
people, and
I'm
oh,
watching.
okay. That's-
Mm-mm.
Oh,
That's
so
true.
there's some mystery viewers out there.
Ooh.
Hello.
I'm trying to
No,
find-
that's, there's Mark, there's Casey, there's
No, Mark's
there's
stopped.
Mac.
Mark's
Mark
left.
left. Mark is gone too. So.
Oh, so that's
He went
2
to
people we don't know. 2
Uh-oh.
people. Oh.
Hi.
Hi, people we don't know.
We don't know
Hello.
who they could possibly be or what
Hi.
they're into. Hello. So, Mac, what's your favorite like ridiculous voice to do?
My favorite ridiculous voice? I
Yeah,
don't
like-
think I have.
Well,
I have so
you know how
many.
you know how like for example I like doing like that crazy stupid Brooklyn and like the cartoon Russian voice and they're just totally cartoony and out of this wall.
I
off
don't
this
think
wall.
I don't think I've
Um,
ever heard you do those. I've just
What?
heard you go, I want bacon.
I want bacon. No, that was the there was a oh, what do you call it? When I was playing Hat in Time, I did it on Twitch. Like
Okay,
when
I
the
didn't
beta
see
first
that.
came out, yeah. I know I didn't know that Chris News was a part of it, or else I probably would have said to the whole platoon like, "Oh, I'm playing this."
Okay.
But like, and they didn't have the voice acting in for all the Mafia guys yet, so I was just doing their voices, in place, and like was just doing like the best cartoon Russian. It was like, "Little girl, jump on heads," and just like just really getting into it. And I was like, oh, like what is it with this voice and me just loving it? I did the same thing for like Papers, Please, where you play as a Russian
That makes so much sense.
All right.
Glory
Yeah.
to his God.
glory to its guts, it's just like
Okay.
and really
Although-
loving it, yeah.
Although
Sorry.
I don't actually do it a lot, I think probably one of my favorite things to do that I wish I did more was just be like really, really black. Especially when and that's part of maybe why Raccoon is so fun for me, because it's basically just me being like Chris Tucker plus Robin Williams.
Oh man.
But also, I don't do the whole Jamaican thing a lot. Like when I go into this, and like Little Michael thinks it's like the greatest thing ever, and I do this, and I say, "Hey boy, what you think you do, man?" Me say, "You don't know what you do, so me go bust your head, eh? You little bomber clad boy."
Everyone.
It's so bad. The stream may have crashed during that.
Oh.
I was
Oh.
looking at this and it's currently
Yeah.
buffering.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's doing the same thing for me.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Hope everyone
My-
let me down.
You see, me dialect broke the stream.
I gotta finish this background, and I want to do it live on camera.
Oh no.
That's a bit too much for the stream.
That's no good.
That's no good. I don't know how well I can do it.
Welcome to the Casey Mobile.
Oh, that's no good.
Oh, that's no good, man. Oh, I don't even know if I'm doing it. Oh, wait, it's coming. It might be coming back.
Oh.
Oh,
What was
oh,
that? What was that?
oh.
What was that? That was weird. It's back. That was weird.
We gotta
It's
do
back.
all the Jamaican accents again for everybody. They all missed it.
Hey, boy. Welcome back to the Casey Mobile. Casey Mobile.
Mac, can you please say Jamaica? We have a bobsled team.
Oh yes.
Okay. Jamaica, we know you can't believe. Jamaica, we have a bobsled team.
Oh.
That was more than I dreamed for.
Oh,
You're
I
very-
didn't do much of it. How was my Jamaican? I'm all concerned now.
You're Jamaican, not bad. Sometimes it dipped a little bit into Italian, which I found hilarious.
What does it mean? Italian?
I was confused. I was thinking, is everybody doing Italian accents now, or Russian? Is everybody? I don't know. What?
Yeah, and then I heard Victor, and I'm like, wait, what? Okay,
Victor.
let's all be
Victor is
Russian too.
Victor is Jamaican.
He's very
No.
nice It's jerk
Yes.
chicken. Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
Mon.
Yes,
I
Mon.
love that. I love that silliness. Like with the Russian accent, sometimes you can just say W's as V's and V's as W's.
Ah.
Sometimes, and then with the Jamaican accent, yeah, sometimes you just put H's on words that don't have them, and other times you take it away. It's confusing nonsense.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
there's the thing. If you say beer can in a
Mhm.
British accent, you're saying bacon in a
Yeah.
Jamaican accent.
I want beer can.
What is what? What is that?
Other
Is
than
he saying
terrifying,
bacon?
I'm
Is he
so-
saying beer can? I just don't know.
There's like 3 extra syllables in that word. From.
Oh, oh, Jesus. All the Jesuses. Oh,
all of them.
all of the Jesuses. Oh,
The
jeez.
Jesus.
Yeah. Robot Jesus, Raptor Jesus.
What was
yeah.
it?
We actually
we were
had
doing,
two twins. Yes, two twins. I don't care if that's redundant.
we were playing. Oh, sorry.
Where I went to school, and no, they had long
I thought you meant you
hair
gave
and
birth
beards.
to 2 twins.
And they were
I was
identical
like, what?
twins, and we called them the Jesus.
I like this.
The cheese eye.
We had the Jesus twins.
It makes sense in Latin. It makes sense in Latin. The cheese eye.
There was the wait.
One
Wait.
Jesus,
You've got
cheese eye.
You've got that. This means you must have seen the SMBC theater where they had the G-Eye then. I'm
I
guessing.
had not.
No, there's one there. It's like a nature documentary, and it's like this. It's like the G-Eye. And it's just like this man with a beard. He's like in the woods, like eating a fish, like a bear. And then
Is
like
it
it's
the
like and its
film or
natural
the
predator
book?
comes out, and it's like this giant cross. And it's just like comes up and then
Oh.
tackles him and kills him, and I'm like, oh my god! And then that's
Too soon.
it's just like, oh my goodness, they didn't just make that joke, but they do it in such a good way. I gotta find the video. The guy that writes that comic loves making Jesus jokes and getting hate mail for it, so he does it all the time.
Oh wow.
So, and they're all legitimately funny when you read them, but it's just so terrible. Oh.
So how's that room coming?
I'm working on the elevator because I forgot it's supposed to be a square elevator, and so now I'm going back and making it square. And I'm putting
square.
I'm putting little lights on it because lights. You know what? Today I wanted to finish the locker room, this hallway, and then work on Canthos. I'm not getting to Canthos. I don't think this is.
No.
Oh, but this is such a good fun
But
thing.
if you did, you'd go, ah.
For a long time I didn't realize that song had lyrics. I didn't know that song had lyrics. I thought it was just the elevator thing, So I never.
Did you know it had a title?
No, I didn't even know it had a title beyond the elevator song.
Oh
No.
Okay, so this is all decent, I think. Actually, I don't know. Does anyone think I should add anything to this? I feel like I should add something to these pipes along the wall here. They look like they're just kind of hovering.
Going to see it like 10 minutes after you
Sorry,
start watching.
there's
it,
the pipes in the upper right, and they connect to the wall there, but they look like they're floating to me.
Isn't it going to be full of trash anyway?
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I make a rule. I try to draw this stuff out anyways, because you never know. And yeah, a lot of times it ends up being wasted, but.
And that's why we go a year between episodes.
I was gonna say, yeah, maybe that's why. I don't know.
Well, no, that's not. I know.
It really isn't the whole reason. Like, it's more because like we don't do enough of this stuff. We take big breaks when we shouldn't. So.
Edwin, did you know Spanish Flea also had a title and lyrics? Spanish Flea.
What's Spanish Flea?
Oh my God! What? That really has lyrics?
You mean
That's an actual
when
song?
Homer sang it? Those are the only lyrics I know.
Yeah, that one.
I do that a lot when I'm recording video games, and I didn't know it was even really a song.
That actually has lyrics to it.
I'm
It's
not
the Spanish flea.
sure if it has
It's the only
official-
Spanish flea. It's a
Did you just
Spanish
Google?
flea. Spanish flea.
Spanish
Da-da-da-da-da-da, flea. I don't know. I gotta get more beer. I'll be right back.
Oh, good grief. Then he's gonna have to pee again. What's with you and your bodily functions? Oh my goodness.
So much with the bodily fluids.
So much.
All of your precious bodily fluids.
I still need to watch that movie all the way through. I feel like I've seen
I'm
enough of it.
amazed you haven't.
I've watched like almost everything. I've just never actually sat down and watched the entire movie in one go. I just know bits from it. Almost
I
everything from
did
it.
like it. I just felt like it was too slow for me to watch it all in one go.
Ah. That what
We are
Doctor
talking
Strange?
about, yes, or how I learned to stop worrying and love the bomb.
Every time I've tried to watch that, I've fallen asleep.
Oh. You
It's
youngins,
sad.
you probably don't even like the Third Man, and I love the Third Man.
I love the
that.
third man, but I feel like it took a while to get going. All I remember is like
That's-
like the first half is like, well, I hear Harry Lime is involved in a racket. Really, a racket? Yes, a racket of some sort. And it's that for about half an hour, and then everybody starts running around and trying to shoot everybody, and I'm
Oh
like,
my
this
goodness.
is great.
This sounds violent. What are you guys talking about?
We're talking
We're
about
talking-
classic films from the 50s and
Yes.
yeah, and
Also bodily fluids.
This is my last beer, by the way.
oh no,
It's
what will
all
you
downhill
do?
from here.
Oh,
It's the last beer. It's all downhill from here. It's the last
Was that
beer.
a-
It's downhill
was that
from
a-
here.
Is that a
And I don't know the
Donna
rest of the
Summer
words.
Reference?
Oh, speaking of songs that had lyrics that I didn't know had lyrics, I just learned another one today, and this
That
really,
was the
really
most
messed with me.
specific segue ever.
Well, Casey was singing, so why not?
All right.
Oh.
I just learned the merry-go-round broke down, and we went round
You know what?
and round.
I actually knew
Each
that
time
already.
we
What?
missed
I knew that
the
already.
I thought it made a
No.
crazy sound.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard it shout when the lights go.
Wait, did everybody know that except for me?
No, you know how I
did
knew
it
that?
know?
You
How
actually
did
know
it
how
happen?
I knew that? Because
Oh, okay.
I
He
didn't until
sings it.
recently. Yeah, well, yeah, but you know how I knew that was it was from Roger Rabbit, but like the Nostalgia Critic did a thing on Roger Rabbit recently. It was like, like the top 11 things you didn't know about Roger Rabbit, and that was one of those. Is that like that song actually has lyrics, and I was like, oh my god! And I went back and watched that movie and was like, they're right.
Was that in the extended version? I don't remember that. In
No,
the
there's a
regular-
scene.
Yeah.
He's like,
Well,
he's
no,
he's
he
hiding in the
makes up his
bar.
own lyrics though, and that's when he starts
Oh.
beating himself over the head with plates to make the people crack up.
Yeah.
What I
Because
mean
he-
is,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead.
No,
You go ahead.
No, you.
Yeah, okay. But in this case, like, they didn't make up these lyrics for Roger Rabbit. This goes back to like the 1930s.
Wow.
Well, yeah. No, I was saying I thought he made up his own.
He did
somebody
at
made
one
up their own
point.
lyrics because it involved
He did at one
saying
point.
no
Yeah.
pain and hitting himself over the head with plates.
No pain. No pain.
Yeah, because then the
no
record
pain,
starts skipping.
No pain.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, because the whole thing is that that movie is so good. By the way, I went back and watched that recently, and like I'd never seen it since I was like a little kid, and I was shocked. That's one of those movies that is like perfect in every way. It's
The
like it
attention
appeals.
to detail is insane.
It-
Have you seen the it came out recently either because of or just coincidentally when Bob Hoskins died, they did like the side-by-side comparison of him doing the green screen work
Oh
for
yeah.
like the Toontown
Oh,
stuff.
it's insanity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy, like Tweety like plucking his fingers off of
And a guy
holding
just
onto
like
a wire. Yeah.
No, there was a No, actually, I watched that the night he died. I didn't even know he died.
Oh.
He died while I was
Wow.
watching the movie.
Yikes.
How shocked? Yes, but no, like so
Casey,
I.
you killed Bob Hoskins.
Good job, Casey.
No, I
Well done.
But no, like that movie is like. It appeals to all audiences, right? Which is a big thing in Hollywood. It has to be general, so like it appealed to all audiences. Kids and adults could like it because and like the script was perfect. it was like spot the fuck on. With like how like the characters develop over time and all that. It hits all the marks like that it's technically supposed to, and it's still fun to watch. The special effects hold up today, which is shocking.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Except, what are the odds of these days Disney and Warner Brothers doing something together?
Oh, that's also amazing.
It just hits every mark on an A+, and it's shocking. You almost never see a movie like that, and it's like it's amazing how they contrast like the cartoon stuff to the real life stuff, where it's like, oh, they just have this wacky chase scene where the car's gotta like go up on stilts and jump over a bridge, and then like in the next scene, they're like in a movie theater, and he's just like, so yeah, we had to like pack everything up from the house. We're homeless now, I'm like, this is like heavy stuff going on, and like next to all this cartoon stuff, and it's really interesting how they pulled that off, and it's fucking good. If you haven't seen Roger Rabbit, then go to hell, because my god.
Well then,
Robert Zemeckis, Steven Spielberg collaborations apart from Back to the Future.
I need to go back and watch Back to the Future as well. I haven't seen that in a while. Yeah. Another movie I need to go back and watch is actually Gremlins as well. Haven't seen that in a while.
I don't know how well that's aged, honestly.
I don't know either, but I need to go back and watch it. What's another? I didn't burp as manly that time.
No, I am disappointed.
I guess Ghostbusters. I mean, that's
that's another one of those classics. They don't make movies like that anymore.
That's having its anniversary this year because they're having all sorts of like events.
I'm trying to think of like
it's 40 years old now, isn't it?
No, it's 30. You're not that old.
That's still bad. Oh,
I know it's still bad.
Oh. You know what? Most things taste better with age, Edwin. So if we were a society of cannibals, thumbs up to you, sir.
I don't know.
No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make fun of your age.
I think the thing about those movies is that they took time to set up their characters. I mean, even with all the special effects stuff, there was time to like grow to like these characters, see the world they live in. And then we get into like the last half hour with like super bam, damn, action, boom, bash, yeah, explosions and stuff. Whereas these days, audience have no patience these days.
You know what? I don't think it's the audience's fault. I really don't. Like I mean, I'm typically an optimist anyway, but I mean, like I think what's happened is that Hollywood looked at what was popular, right? They looked at what was popular, and then they magnified that and said, we can make a lot more money focusing on these things. And then, like, I think it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Once you leave that stuff out after a while, no one can appreciate things that are good anymore. Like, I think that's more what the problem is.
Yeah, I feel like it's the difference between the original Lord of the Rings trilogy and the current Hobbit trilogy. The Hobbit just feels like a series of roller coaster rides. It just keeps going and going and roller coaster, going up
because
and down and up
that's
and
what
down
people
and up and
remembered,
down and up and down.
It's like they said like, oh man, that the Two Towers scene where like Legolas is being crazy. It's like we should do more of that because that's what people remembered and what they liked. And it's like, it's the effect, like, and it's starting to happen too right now.
The Simpsons is like that. The big problem with The Simpsons is it's made by people who grew up enjoying The Simpsons. So they're like, man, I love when they did that. Let's do it again.
Exactly. It's like, and that's happening to a lot of things. And I think it's people are noticing it though. Like, maybe I'm just naive, but I think that
you're not
think
wrong.
that beer. I don't know.
I don't think you're wrong. I think there's a big push towards like television that's actually quality,
it's
and
turning
also
around. Yeah.
I mean, stuff like House of Cards and Orange Is the New Black have shown like, oh, we have a new way of making television shows now, and they don't have to be TV shows. They can be on Netflix, and that's great.
And they dump them all at the same time, so then you watch them on the weekend.
Why not binge watch? Because you can. Not that I would know, because we don't get Netflix here in Australia.
I'm trying to think about like.
I'm sure you've never watched anything binge style, Edwin.
I'm trying to think about like video games, for example. This is my favorite. I mean, like I'm a big guy when it comes to video games. I like video games. So like, excuse me. So like right now, the two biggest competing. I mean, obviously, with the video games you've got indie markets and like the AAA titles that are like really going head to head. because it's like look at like a lot of major games have a lot of like downloadable content that you get for like paying extra money or whatever, and it's like that to me feels like more of an indie game kind of thing. Where it's like we have a small budget, so we'll release extra stuff that you can have or whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a good example. Like for example, Portal 2 feels a lot like an indie game to me because like just the way it's presented and stuff.
It technically is an indie game
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Because Valve is a developer and its own publisher. So
that's
it's
true.
like,
I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say. I guess it's that like I only really want to play indie games anymore, right? Like I really enjoy how Steam works, where it's like I can go on there, I can look at the stuff that's developed independently, and I'm really bored by like a lot of the really big titles now. Like they're all kind of the same. They just kind of churn them out one after another. And it's
I think it's like the Hollywood blockbuster effect. Anything that's AAA these days is like a Hollywood blockbuster, which I enjoy. I love going to see Captain America 2 and X-Men, Days of Future.
Days of Future last.
Quicksilver is the best character in the movie, so it should be named after him anyway.
He is, and he's really creepy in American Horror Story.
Oh, I didn't know he wasn't that.
Does he have nice abs? I only care if he's got good abs. That's all
But it's the same thing with games. I think with the AAA, like they have to position their game in a certain way to appeal to that particular market. Whereas indie games, they still have to appeal to a market, but it doesn't have to be like
they're more from the heart a lot of the time.
Yeah,
they just
I kind of yeah, maybe.
Well, I mean, like. You've done voices in indie games. You know what I'm talking about. Like they're.
It's all about the money, man. It's all about the money. We just want the money.
I feel like they're more authentic indie games. They're more like the people behind them were thinking like, okay, what's the story? What are we trying to say with this? Whereas like a lot of AAA titles just like we got to make sure the multiplayer is big and splashy and that we make a new version every year. Like that's kind of how it feels to me.
It was an indie game. Flappy Bird.
Yeah, well.
True. So you can't position all indie games as like from a position of
okay,
of
but
I
feel that was an accidental success as well. That happens.
I will say I've also heard the that it's not a popular opinion, but I guess it used to be a really big deal to get your game on Steam. And
now it's kind of like,
because they had the whole like all the hurdles you had to jump through, and then they had Greenlight, and that was great. And you could, if you had like kind of the word of mouth to help push you up, that was great. And they would release, a certain number each round, and I apparently Greenlight has opened up like waves.
Yeah, there's problems with it actually because there's some games getting through that are like.
Junk.
There's
junk on Steam.
I'm trying to think. There was a recent good example where someone, like, they released something that was like, basically like an alpha test, and they're like, "That's a full game," and it's like really bad, and people everywhere were like, they had to take it down off of Steam because like
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Yeah, I forget what game it was, but I mean, it was like some zombie game.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You probably heard of it.
For which one?
It's the one where it's the open world zombie game where you had to pay real money to buy equipment, and you could pay like hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever, and then lose it all because some asshole on the other end was waiting for you at the spawn point and kills you instantly and takes all the items that you just bought.
Wait, you could like pour real money into date?
Yes, you could pour real money
and
lose
games.
it all. Just lose it.
It was War Z, wasn't it, or something?
Daisy.
Like that?
Yes.
Or Daisy.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
that's it.
Or was it Daisy or was it a different one?
No, Daisy is the okay one. Is the actual good one that's based upon Arma 2. War Z is the one that feels like a cash in on the whole Daisy craze. And now it's named something else completely different to try and escape that,
So you'll never know.
So
it's annoying because like I've never played Daisy, but I hear a lot of negative things about it. That it's like really buggy and not what you would hope it would be. I don't know.
I've just seen the usual tropes of people just kill everyone and steal their stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. So I'm getting sick and tired of zombie games.
You can bond together and like survive.
No. Everyone's assholes. Everyone's assholes.
I am so sick of zombie. I'm sick of zombie games and Minecraft clones. and combinations thereof. I'm
I'm
just
pretty
so
sure
sick
most
of it.
people are just sick of Minecraft, period. Did you see the pictures? Did you see the pictures at E3, like the loneliest booths at E3? At the PlayStation booth, and it was the Minecraft booth with all the game, all the Minecraft, and no one was at. And also, okay, and then it went the loneliest booths at the Xbox One area, and it was also Minecraft. No one was playing Minecraft from either PS4 side or the Xbox One side.
That's so bad. I mean, I like
Oh.
Minecraft. I mean, I play it to this day, and I know a lot of people who play it, but it's just so people are so sick of it.
How is Starbound? That sounded
Starbound?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the Terraria crowd, and they're a little different. They're more into retro style games, so I don't really know. Right? It looked neat,
As
but
opposed to Minecraft?
Minecraft really isn't retro though. I don't know how to describe Minecraft. It started a big craze because it's like Terraria appealed to people that liked games like, Castlevania and stuff where it's like there's a lot of jumping and there's a lot of like, 2D
Mysterious
fighting and
walled
stuff.
chickens.
Yeah, so I mean, but Minecraft was more like, because when Minecraft came along, it was just like, here's this game that looks like crap, let's face it, but kind of introduced a new concept where it's an open world, build whatever you want, survive. That game really didn't exist that much before that. Like there's a game that didn't have a point. You just did whatever you wanted to do. It's like the ultimate do whatever you want.
They had me at Virtual Lego. It was like, oh my god, yes!
Yeah, and it was really popular for that for a long fucking time, and a lot of
Everything
people
is
have done a lot of things
awesome.
with it, but it's like.
Everything is cool when you're covered in ranch.
But the problem is that it doesn't. It hasn't like it's I don't know. It's been copied so many times now that it's like people are just sick and tired of it.
Blockcraft, nothing to do with Minecraft. It's called Blockcraft. That makes it completely different. Yeah.
They should make one called Logcraft, and it should just be Lincoln Logs.
There's a lot of games called something craft now too because of it, and it's funny.
Yeah, goddamn StarCraft. God, that's such a
No, I'm talking more like I don't know. I hate when like you get games like I'm getting a message on Skype. What's this actually?
Well, wait, Candy's copyrighted now.
Candy Crush.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God that fell through because that was.
Oh,
that
it
was
actually
dumb.
did?
No, thank God it fell through.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it fell through. But
Well, then after that, I heard that Amazon was trying to patent a picture of something in front of a white background.
What?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Are you serious? What?
Yep.
What?
That sounds terrible. Fucking
That's so
Amazon.
dumb.
When is this copyrights nonsense gonna end?
Intellectual property is the crappiest. We had to study it a little bit, and it's awful. It's so
I
horrible.
completely agree. Like, and I don't want to say it's completely the fault of America, but it kind of is. The American legal system has destroyed the idea of intellectual property.
I understand, like, it gives credit to the people who deserve credit, and it keeps giving them money for inventing the idea or whatever. But it's just at the point where it's it keeps just generating money for that person, and nobody else can, use that idea for something else, something different, something.
Well, yeah, and see what's happening, and I remember having this conversation with someone else too, not long ago, is that it's stagnating American industry, like in a lot of industry in general, because it's like, oh, guess what? You can't make anything new. Sorry, there's no competition because it's cheaper to not have competition, so we'll just stamp it out ahead of time. So you can't make anything new. You can't do anything, So guess what happens? We just have the same old bullshit forever, and eventually, overseas in other countries where they don't have the same rules, well, they're doing new stuff because they can. They're allowed to. They allow themselves to. So like inch by inch, they're getting ahead of like American innovation when it comes to things, and it's America's like, oh, what are we gonna do? Oh my God, everyone thinks we're a bunch of fat dumbasses. It's like, well, you did it to yourselves. I don't know what else to tell you, I mean, that's just how it is, and it's really sad, but that's the way it's going, and it's not gonna stop unless someone and no one's gonna stop and look at it, So I mean, I don't say that's what's wrong with this country, because a lot of old guys say that, and I'm not old, you know. But no, I'm just no, but like you know, it's one of the things in my opinion that is wrong with at least our entertainment system. You know, and it's like a lot of filming companies moving overseas. You know, a lot of our movie companies are going that way because it's cheaper, it's easier to deal with. The video game industry is, I mean, like that used to be, I mean, like it's still pretty big in America, but like more and more and more, you're seeing a lot of like, you know, Swedish games and stuff like that that are coming around that people are more interested in because they can do things that are interesting. You know, like Minecraft, for example. You know, I mean, like America's becoming like the home of the Call of Duty and stuff like that. There's very little out there that's new or unique, and it's, I mark my words, it's all gonna go like, you know, bit by bit. It's just gonna keep declining until eventually it's like, I don't know what will happen eventually, but yeah.
I don't know. America as a big video game producing juggernaut seems to be more of a recent development because for like the 2000s, I mean, well, 1990s or so, it was
You're
it was
right.
basically
You're right, actually.
Japan's game.
Yeah.
It was basically Japan's game. Everything, almost every game we played was from Japan for a long while, and then around the 2000s or so, it was like Halo, basically. I think
You're right.
changed things for everyone.
The shooters came
Yeah.
along, and but I mean, like, I don't think it's going to be a very long-lived experience.
It's been 15 years.
It has.
Well, since Halo
Edwin, you
and
should stop
then
counting.
shooters.
Edwin, you should stop counting years. It's gonna make you sad.
Oh.
You know what I was playing the
sad.
other day? I was playing Legend of Zelda Master Quest. You know, fun game, and it's, you know what? I don't care how old it is. It's relevant to me. I don't fucking know what that was supposed to mean, but whatever.
Was wondering where you getting to a
Everyone's
point?
just in silent, like, what's he gonna say? Oh, goodness gracious. What am I doing with this background? Okay, so I think I've made it look pretty dingy at this point. You know, it's amazing when you're drawing these things. I don't know who's still really watching, but a lesson to making things look grungy: make weird little draggy water lines on everything, like it's soaked, and it makes it look gross.
It makes it look like my apartment. What?
Oh no, does it really? You do live in New York. Everything in New York looks like a saggy pizza box.
Yes, the general answer in New York to what's that smell or what's that puddle is urine.
It's because all the homeless people. We have the same problem in Boulder.
Not even that.
Oh, that's pleasant to think about.
You know what? It's a lot like London in the Shakespearean era, where it's like, we don't got a place for our piss, put it in the streets.
hey, we ain't doing no chamber pot stuff.
Yeah, well,
it's just
you don't have to go. You don't have to go very far.
Sometimes
You don't have to go very far from a Brooklyn accent. A Brooklyn accent to equal a Cockney British accent. Honestly. Don't have to go very far. Just change some R's around there, baby. And you're speaking like you're in a Charles Dickens novel.
I'm convinced.
I don't know, honestly. I've had... This is 3-2 beer! Wow, that wasn't supposed to be an accent, actually.
Oh.
What was, when I was playing Dread Out with Appa, that kept happening, where I kept going back to, like, this generic European accent. He's like, why are you doing that? It's like, oh no!
Generic Eastern European is comfortable.
It is.
It is very comfortable accent, except it is almost exactly the same as my Russian accent, so I just don't care.
I just don't gay? What?
I don't gay?
I don't
gay. Who is the one who is not gay? We are not gay. Russians, you cannot have gays.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Oh, so here's a question.
No,
oh, wait, no, you're Australian, so you wouldn't know. No, I was talking to some... I have a big fan that's Belgian, and we're talking about, like, the state of, you know, the whole thing. And I brought up Russia as a joke, and he goes, oh yeah, Russia. And he goes, you know, it's really funny because pretty much all of Europe favors Russia over America, so you're in for some big trouble. I was like, I don't know if that's true. I'm not really sure. Like, I don't really know. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say like I know a lot about world politics, but like I feel like I don't know, man. Russia's been doing some crazy things.
Let's say, was that pre or post Ukraine stuff?
You know, at this point, I don't really know. It's the fucking tabloids. You can't.
This is getting heavy. We're talking world politics. Somebody talk about Pope
Were
again.
you here for when me and Joseph start talking about religion? Because my goodness, religion and philosophy. Although that comes up pretty much every time I stream anything for some reason.
Stream, yeah.
The only stream going on here is my bathroom. Am I right?
You're right.
I am right. I'm always right.
Oh.
I gotta draw a bunch of crap everywhere. See, oh, Mac, have you seen my concept art for this?
For crap that you're drawing everywhere?
Yeah. Excuse
Do
me.
I want to see it?
Oh no, it's good. It's real good. Here, look. I'm gonna make myself bigger.
Take a look at his concept crap.
My concept. Look how big I am. Oh my god, no, jeez. Oh, my green screen's gone all fuggly duggly. Give me a second. Why is it doing that? I used to say, it's gone all. I used to say friggly diggly. Actually,
Friggly diggly.
I need to get a new green screen. It's like trying to escape. There's like a little dot right here. That's actually a piece of tape. It's a piece of tape.
That's a reflection of the screen.
It is, yeah. And I usually keep that all covered up, but it's gotten loose. Anyways, so here's my concept art. You'll see it in a little bit. But yeah, this is what I'm drawing currently. Let me just get this on.
He drew it on real paper, aren't you proud?
Yeah. So I what is it? It's like a focus thing or something. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that green screen. But anyways, yeah. So this is the room, and as you can see, there's this crap going all through here.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't see yet. You'll see it in a second. But like, more like.
We're watching you poke at the tape now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's pretty far behind.
I'm
But yeah,
just
so
more
this.
amused that you
Now I
have-
see paper.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
Okay,
stream.
here we go. There we go. Yep.
Where did the green screen come from? Is it like a tablecloth?
It is actually poster board. Sorry, it's poster board. Yeah, so I took out the lights because the lights I don't like the lights, but like yeah, there's these piles of crap and I got to get them in there, and I'm not really sure. This still looks dingier actually than this does. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
you're missing all the piles of crap that's everywhere and the grease and whatever.
the grease and the pizza.
Feces,
Drippy,
yes.
drippy.
All the feces, every single feces.
All the feces all over the world.
The wild.
Yeah.
What is that covering the wall? Because for the purpose of like
I'm supposed to shrink myself again. There we go. The purpose of what?
for the purpose of like explaining. Well, what exactly does the alien do to cause all this junk to appear, or has this junk always been there and is part of the humans' living situation?
Well, you know, in the movie, there's a lot of slime and gunk everywhere, so like that's kind of what we were going for.
But then that's explained by the fact that they've created a nest, so that's why there's all that gunk and everything. Because they're ripping things apart and making a nest in there. So
well, Chris
there's
Bo,
an actual. Yep.
Chris Bo drew it as like it's all like leftover food.
Ah.
Is what he was doing it as. So we'll probably do something similar to that. But I mean, I'm just gonna make crap. I mean, no one's gonna ask those kind of questions.
No one
I'm asking
asks
those
that,
questions.
Edwin. They don't ask that.
I ask the questions.
No, Mac
I
has
ask
to
all the-
say it.
Ask.
I ask all the things, man. That's what I'm
There
talking
we
about.
go. Yeah.
So really, Mac, you never done the voice of like Mr. Typical Black Man Pants.
I what's really it's really funny. I was talking with an actor on one of my shows recently, and we were saying how hilarious it is that like pretty much my natural voice would be great for like a 30-year-old like jazz musician or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, there you
And
go.
I
Yeah.
never get cast as it. Like the ensign of soul. That is in Wonders. That is pretty much the only time I've ever played
It's
anything
funny.
like that.
I forgot you did that voice, so I went back and watched that recently. I was like, oh yeah, that's Mac. You do such a good everything else though. It's amazing. I
Well,
remember
you
like
do a pretty spot on Old Spice guy before they changed him up.
Oh yeah, well we haven't even used that character yet at all.
yeah, and he may not even
Would
have
have
that voice in the end
been
either.
neat.
So
But yeah, my typecast for whatever reason is 13-year-old white kids, and it's hilarious.
now is that because like there's actually like a lack of 13-year-old white kids in the voice acting industry?
No,
That's that voice.
that's so stupid.
No.
Did that
Oh,
come up when you had the meeting for the butt show? Where they were like, you don't look like your character at all.
Well, the funny thing is the animation director is the same guy who knew me since my first show, Grossology, and the voice director is also
Grossology? I swear I've
Yes.
seen that show before.
Oh,
What is
then
Grossology? What did you do in that?
you saw my first show where I was horrified and didn't know what I was doing.
What is Gross? No, what was that on? What did they do in it? Because I swear to God I've seen it. But
Kids, it was Kim Possible, but not.
What?
It was a brother and sister who they stop these gross criminals like Insectiva and Sloppy Joe and Lance Boyle and Fartor
Oh, Lance Boyle.
and-
Fartor.
and Frederick Follicle who shoots armpit hair at people. It's incredible.
no, I know I've heard the name of
But
the
now
of
you're moving on up
Grossology.
and on a show about butts.
Now I'm on a Yes. Yeah, that was my first show, and I was a black guy, crazily enough, who sounded kind of like me, but it was getting more going into the kind of Chris Tucker sort of range, so it was a little more like this.
Oh
Ty, Abby, what
no!
are we gonna do? But yeah, I never get this, never ever ever. So, and it's hilarious to me. I roll with it.
Yeah, you gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah, what's crazy, and again, like, I would think because there's not really a lot of black voice actors over here, especially.
Is there really not? Like, it's so weird to me to think that there's like not, certain kinds of voice actors. Like, this looks really gross. This is like the color of boogers all over the walls.
The problem that I face is over here when there's a black character role, they don't just call in the few black voice actors because
They
then
have Joe DiMaggio do it.
I wish. What they do is they call in the handful of black voice actors and then every single black person in Toronto, more or less.
Oh.
Like every black actor we can find, every black model, every rapper, and then that's why I don't get all the black roles over here. That's why.
You sound ethnic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, you know what I just
Oh.
realized? Drawing this snot pile is very similar to drawing clouds.
Now,
Like, it's almost...
now we cannot separate those two anymore.
We need some snot clouds. We need a snot planet. Let's do this.
I've just noticed it's
Oh.
almost the same exact thing as drawing clouds. It's
Is
just
that
you
like
drawing,
how you
drawing
realize the
lumps.
clouds and the bushes in Mario are the same?
That was crazy. That really
that-
freaked me out when I
No,
realized.
you didn't know that? I remember I saw that as a
No.
little kid, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah, but then again, I've always had like an amazing attention to detail. Like no matter what I'm doing, I can look at things and just be like, "What? What?" And like I'm always like when I'm watching a movie, I'll pick things apart in ways no one ever thought possible, and be like, "Oh yeah, what about this?" And they're like, "I never thought of that before." Like I'm just really good at it. Just attention to detail, I guess. I don't know, but
Hmm.
yeah, no, I noticed that. I also noticed that
By the
Luigi.
way. Good job.
I also noticed that Luigi is the same color as the bushes. So
Oh.
if you stand in front of the bushes, he's like invisible. It was either that or it was Mario's boots or something was the same color. I noticed. I don't remember. My parents and people said it was because I played video games too much, but it could also
You're
be.
just art-minded.
Yeah. I guess.
Eh.
You know what? Actually, true story. When I was in school, they put me in special education.
What?
Yeah, they did. They put me on Ritalin too because I was the bad kid that wouldn't pay attention during class, and it was because I was bored all the time.
Oh.
And
Oh.
yeah, I was super
And
bored.
you became an artist, man. That makes sense.
They it's funny because like at one point, you know, I always like every so often I would just have to take like these like these tests to test like my mental state, and they'd say things like Superman is a real person, true or false, and things like that. I don't know.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
a
like,
tricky
and
one.
I would always be like super confused, and it's like it's like, oh yeah, it's because you're in the same class they put all the retard people in, so and
Oh,
yep.
that's
Special
wonderful.
ed, special education. It's because they say this might be true, I don't know, but they have like like he's got ADD or whatever, he can't pay attention, and like legitimately more so that I just didn't give a crap. Everyone when I was a kid, everyone told me like oh Casey, like you can be anything you want to be. All this is if you're talented. And I was like, well, fuck, I'm talented. Fuck everything. I don't want to deal with this. So I just didn't do any schoolwork. Like, oh no, he has a learning disability. So it's public education system at its finest. But yeah, so it's kind of interesting. But yeah, I know it's just pretty bad. I guess actually, it's pretty awful. They just let stuff like that go through the cracks. Oh no, it's all gotten awkwardly quiet now.
Cracks. Like butts.
Well, this is starting to look gross. Look at this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you just want to jump in that and just go?
The
Now it
thing
looks
you
like-
just described as boogers.
Well, they've got lots
kinda-
of salt.
It
So
kind of looks like Jabba the Hutt now. Kind of.
I've covered up all the doors. I just imagine Nova coming down to this room and being like, I love how Nova just gets to this part in the movie and she's just like, eh.
I'm out.
She's just like, whatever, I want my coffee. I don't care what's going on down here.
What she would probably most likely do is just press the close button on the doors and then just
just
go back
away.
up. Yeah, just don't care. Not today. Not today.
No, like that needs to be a video game. I was saying, I don't know if you're here for it, Mac. When I was talking about like what would make the best Wonders video game, you have to play as the STFU, dealing with like work situations. So like you had to go on the ship, and it's like playing The Sims, but you're the STFU 9000. So like you gotta like make sure people are having a nice day and everything's being taken care of. There's just all this bullshit going on where it's like, oh no, there's monsters coming out of a black hole, and you're just like, oh, got it. And you got to deal with all of that, like and it's like a simulation like business game. That would be like the, that would be a good Wonders game in my opinion. Yeah. That and an adventure game. Everyone wants to see an adventure game for Wonders, so.
I am totally on board for the adventure game thing.
Well,
I would be so
you know
crazy
that
for
the
it.
STV would be the narrator. There's
I
no way
hate
around it.
adventure games. They suck.
Shut up, Miranda. You love adventure games so much. You love them more than me. Or maybe we love them the same amount. I don't
We're
know.
probably about equal.
Well, you've actually got a job with What Jedi Games. Damn you.
Giving
Yeah.
out Steam keys.
Oh.
I want a Steam key for this game I bought in a bundle.
Oh, no, what have I done?
5 years ago. What?
Oh.
I
Really?
switched scenes. Sorry.
Yep.
Ew.
Yep. They're fun.
Oh, look at this. This is really coming together now. Now that it's
That
all
is a lot of
gross
crap
and-
on the walls. That is.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's even staying up there.
Ew.
How is that staying up there? You've just got this one huge piece on the wall.
It's just glued to it.
It has adhesive properties, Edwin.
You ever done a
Yeah.
pizza to wall?
It's
it
like
stays up.
science.
It's-
How big is this room? Because if we're talking about like how Because if
I
that
think
that
we've
piece,
established it's a giant ass.
The elevator
then that's
door.
a giant ass piece of crap on the wall there. That's just that is like a 2-story tall piece of crap just sticking to the wall. How do you explain that, Casey?
I
How
don't
does anyone
know, but
explain
it's
science? How is that science? What is the science behind that piece of crap? I must know.
Oh, jeez.
Craptologist. Is there anyone on your show, Mac, who's a craptologist or a buttologist?
We have a butt doctor, which is actually just like the nurse's butt. She's like, okay, the doctor will see you now, and then her butt comes off, and then examines
Oh my
people.
goodness gracious. Oh, the
Ew.
Your
Canadians.
show is terrifying.
Yeah, it's very special.
And then the doctor will see you now, and her butt just is removed. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh my
Wow.
goodness. No wonder the show doesn't air in America.
Although I like how there's a difference between the butt doctor and a proctologist. They are different things.
Oh yeah. We haven't done a colonoscopy yet.
Oh, I hope not. That'd be like literally.
Ah.
Oh,
yeah.
it's a very special
Where would it
episode.
go? Where would the tube go? Would it just go inside the mouth of the butt, or does the butt have its own butt?
Does
and
the
it
butt
just...
have a butt?
the butts have their own butts. Yeah.
Oh,
What if they go psycho? It's like this never ending.
It's a never-ending cycle.
It's like
How often?
my butt's butt went
Buttception.
psycho.
The day my butt went psycho.
Oh man.
That sounds like a season finale right there.
Bumception.
What?
But oh no, now it's gonna happen. There's gonna be a buttception episode, and for the buttception thing will be butt.
And you know what ties Inception and the butt show together?
Oh no, what is it?
Tops.
Tank tops.
Spinning tops?
Spinning
Oh,
tops.
yeah!
Oh my goodness.
There is a spinning top in Inception. Oh my God,
What?
you're right. You're
Yes.
right. You are
Did you-
right.
My lord!
Did you see Inception?
I've never seen Inception.
No, it's
His
true.
thing, like,
Yeah.
to know whether or not he's in a dream, he has a top he spins, and if he's in the real world, it'll fall over, and if he's in a dream world, it'll keep spinning forever.
Oh my god.
Yeah. See, all the people that
Spinning tops.
that go around in the dreams, they all have a thing they call a totem, and it's something that only like no one else has ever handled it. They're the only people who know how it works. So that way, if they're in a dream, that it won't work right because they're in the dream with someone else, right? So that other person doesn't know how their totem works.
Uh-huh.
So the main character has a top that he spins, and if it's reality, then that top will act correctly, But if he's in someone else's dream, it just spins forever.
Oh my goodness.
You can't escape.
I need to. Okay, I really do need to see this movie.
Actually, yeah,
now because I'm
it's-
going to be laughing the whole time.
And Inception is actually really good.
And he says let it rip when he spins it.
Oh,
It's
No,
actually
he doesn't.
No,
No,
it doesn't. That was a lot.
I'm going to dub that in. That will be my Inception fan dub with Beyblade voices. It'll be the best thing
I
ever.
was gonna say, can you do a DiCaprio?
I can learn one.
I don't think he really does the thing. Is the thing? DiCaprio is just kind of himself.
I don't know. I feel like most voices you can if you really look, you can find something and exaggerate it.
Yeah.
You can squint while you talk.
Yeah, it's like David Duchovny. Like David Duchovny doesn't really do anything, and then doing nothing became the David Duchovny impression. It's just like this all the time, and then you're David Duchovny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Miranda's turned on.
No, that was not a. Never mind.
That was more a finger snapping.
That was a sassy. Mm-hmm.
Okay, if
Wow.
the shadow, if Nova's shadow is going to fall over that piece of crap, that's going to be hard, I think.
Well, Mark
Don't-
will have some fun animating this then.
Good luck, Mark. Good luck.
Aw.
Let's go to Mark.
He went for sleepy.
No, it's fine. We'll work it out.
Wow. I love the Inception spinning top because it looks like Ben Israel's spinning top combined with mine. So
Did
that's
you just
great to
Google
me.
Inception top?
Oh my goodness, yes.
The other day,
How could I not?
I wanted to Google Minecraft fan fiction, but I didn't do it.
Oh.
I wasn't sure what would come up.
Erotic fan fiction.
I was playing and I was commenting on how, like, you know, all these mod packs is basically this Minecraft fan fiction, and it's just like,
There's
I guess it
fanfiction
is.
for things you don't even want to know.
So I think this is done. Actually, I need to add some junk into the snot piles, but
Okay.
There should be like a robot or two in there, just stuck in there and unable to get out. Oh, no, that would be animated.
well, the problem is that if I feel like if I add anything to them, then it's gonna be distracting.
Ah.
Who
But
bleep-
he's going to be blah 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 blah. The whole zooming in on the elevator and pulling back out, right? So you do want details, because otherwise it'll feel empty. Unless he's not doing
Yeah.
that. I'm not sure I don't know what Mark is planning to do.
Oh, I'll fiddle with it in time, but I think this is pretty good actually for now.
Yeah, it's grimy.
So, yeah,
It's dungy. There's lots of crap on the walls. There's that 2-story tall crap over there, just hanging. Ah.
Someone an alien just sneezed, and that's what came out.
Really tall alien. Gorblack's the mighty snot.
It's a joke we had with the post credits thing me and Just Winter do is it's Gorblack's the Mighty in the restaurant, and he goes like, Gorblack's the Mighty has conquered your puny filet mignon, and then they just go like, it's like, and then Rodney's just like, aha, well I see you haven't finished your broccoli, and he goes like, broccoli is Gorblack's one weakness. That's the.
So I noticed this joke involved food. Does that mean Joey wrote it?
It was kind of both of us. Anyways,
Okay.
Yes.
I will go ahead and stop the stream here because it's been going on for like 5 hours or some nonsense.
Yeah.
We got like 2 backruns done though, so that's good. I shall see you all next time. If it's not just Toon Platoon people watching, and I'll just see you anyways because I'm sure we're going to keep
have
talking
your
anyways.
5-hour energy ready next time, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yep, I shall see you all. So see you later.